There we go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's agile42 community launch. With me today, I have Rochelle and Regina, both of my colleagues in South Africa, and my name is Sophia, and I'm going to be your host today. Greetings from Helsinki. Before we start, it would be very good if you already set the chat settings to panelists and attendees, because we're going to ask you at some point one thing that we would like you to comment about in the chat. So it would be very good if you make the settings ready for this section. We are also recording the session, so if some of your friends and colleagues are not here today to watch us live, they can always take part of the launch also afterwards. Yeah, it's very nice to see a lot of you coming back. Some of you are known names and some of you are new names, so that's also very cool. I'm going to hand it over to Regina and Rochelle. I will be in the background, so let me know if you need any help, or if you want to chat with me, I will be available there.
Cool, thanks.
Thanks, Fia. You want to go, Rochelle? You go first.
Okay, cool. So hi everyone, my name is Rochelle Roos, and I'm super excited to be here because long before I started actually working for agile42, my journey started with them in my early days, and I can't even remember exactly when that was, but when I just got introduced to this thing called Agile, I actually got certified through Peter that worked at agile42, and ever since then it has been a lifelong journey that I've walked with agile42 in not just building up relationships, but having a space to get more experience and build relationship with the coaches that I work with, and that's my colleagues now, and actually get an opportunity for a safe space to experience and experiment with a few different things. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree as well. That's really what we do kind of sets us apart, right? Being able to connect as human beings and being able to experiment and share our different experiences that we have in our day-to-day lives. So with that, I'm going to hand off to Regina, that will introduce herself and kick us off and tell us a little bit more about what this community is all about.
Cool. Thanks, Rochelle. So welcome, everybody. It's really great to see you. I recognize some names. Some of you I know. I think some of you I've also trained, and the others I don't know. But welcome. It's really fantastic to see you here. So let me share my screen first. I just want to quickly share my screen. Great. I hope you can all see that. So yeah, Regina, I'm an agile coach and trainer at agile42, and similar to Rochelle, my agile journey started with this agile42 South Africa. So greetings from Johannesburg, because that's where I am located. And even before I became a coach and trainer working for agile42, I certified through agile42, and then when I joined agile42, it was almost like a lifelong dream to join this amazing community of coaches and trainers that some of you are familiar with. And we're really very excited to be sharing with you our community launch and to tell you a little bit more of what it is, what it involves. And we also want to get to know a little bit more about what is it that you want to see in a community, because like a lot of agilists, we are iteratively and incrementally trying to create this community that is going to suit you and try to meet your needs. So let me tell you a little bit about how it actually came about. Just want to, right, oh, hang on. Okay, great. So here at agile42, all our coaches and trainers, we've pretty much trained thousands of people around the world. When we were training in person, we were traveling to other countries and training people. Now that we are doing things virtually, we are still connecting with people around the world. So we pretty much got an existing community that we are managing on Slack. So everybody that comes onto our trainings, we invite them to Slack, and we've got a safe forum with lots of agile professionals. And we thought that we've got a lot of people who are wanting to progress in their careers, people from different roles, Scrum Masters, product owners, developers, and people from other parts of the organization, not just Scrum Masters, but people who are wanting to learn more about Agile, but also develop their careers along that route. And they're wanting to go on to the next level, to take the next step forward. And a lot of people want to become Agile coaches. And that's just an example of where people want to go. And we decided to create this community to help people on their journey, to help them achieve their outcomes, or to support the achievement of their outcomes in different ways. And you might ask, so why community? Why a community? Well, now more than ever, communities are very important, and they're taking really huge prominence in the world, especially where a lot of us are still working at home and will be for the foreseeable future. Having a community that we are able to connect, not just on a professional level, but a community where people can really decompress and relax and get to know other human beings, becomes quite important. And it's, as I've mentioned, it's important now more than ever before. And communities are created of like-minded individuals, help create an environment for support. People who join communities are more likely to receive help. They're more likely to learn and maybe experiment with new practices, new ways of working, as they navigate this increasing complexity that we are finding ourselves more and more. And as Agilists, we're really at the forefront of this changing world. If things were changing before COVID, things are changing a lot faster than before. And in communities, people are more likely to get help. And over the long term, we learn more from other members. There's a wealth of experience. There's a wealth of different contexts, and by leveraging that, people are more likely to be helped and supported along their journey to become better Agilists or Agile coaches, or not even, people don't always join communities because they want to progress, but maybe they just want to deepen themselves, deepen their knowledge, and maybe experiment with certain things, maybe try new things, and as such grow and develop themselves. So I'm now going to hand over to Rochelle, who is going to tell you a little bit more about our community space.
Cool, thanks, Regina. So as Regina mentioned, there's definitely a need for connecting, and especially now in today's age where connecting as human beings has its own set of challenges. I want to just elaborate a little bit more around what is our intent, or what is our mission for this community. And it was really founded in what Regina mentioned, creating a learning and development platform or opportunities for people, but also to create an engaged and diverse community of inspired individuals that feel not only safe, because that's also, something that we often, especially now that we've moved into a remote space, don't always get an opportunity for. So not only to feel safe, but also to feel empowered to grow themselves, as well as growing others around them, right? Growing others on their journey of becoming this world-class agile coaches, or just world-class change agents, right? And becoming part of hopefully our extended community, agile42 community. So with that, I'm going to ask Regina just to move to the next slide. And here I'm going to start with the first community, which is our community, alumni community, which is a free community, right? This anyone can join, and we would encourage as many of you guys to connect with us here, because this is really where we want to get some of your stories. We want to get some of your inputs, your experiences, right? And what we will offer with this free community is our monthly lean coffees, where the topics will vary. We'll also we'll look at maybe themes for each month, and we'll really make it relevant to your needs and to the community's needs. We'll also offer discounted rates for other webinars that we have to offer, and in a little bit we'll show you guys what that potentially might include, because there's different types of communities out there. And this will also, the free alumni community will also have the monthly newsletters, where we'll share a bunch of things, and also new and upcoming ideas or trainings or even webinars in that as well, and hopefully some interesting stories. So with that, the free alumni community, I'm going to ask Regina just to take us a little bit through the premium one and what you can expect in that community.
Cool. Thanks, Rochelle. So the premium community, in addition to the things that you get as joining the agile42 alumni, you'll have access to e-learning courses. And as Rochelle mentioned, we're planning on having monthly themes. And the theme for May is towards more effective retrospectives. And we'll be offering some e-learning with regards to that, around that. Then we've got includes the webinars by agile42 coaches. So so basically you currently are seeing us, you're seeing Rochelle and myself, but behind us we've got the whole of agile42, our coaches and our trainers who are around the world, North America, Africa, of course, and Europe, and very soon who knows, we might have new offices. So we've got really the power and of quite an amazing group of human beings that are going to be supporting this community. We're also offering a mentorship session on a monthly basis as well, and some ready-to-use facilitation templates. So, and what I mean by this is taking myself back to when I became a Scrum Master for the first time. I was really at sea with regards to facilitating retrospectives. Of course, I did a lot of Googling, a lot of researching, and eventually navigated my way around that. And we'd like to offer facilitation templates of how you could possibly facilitate retrospectives, design thinking sessions, planning. How do you do your sprint planning? You don't even have to be using Scrum. You could be using Kanban. You could be using any other different methods. So, and you need to facilitate a session, and you need help with that regard. We've got an app. Or it's not ours, we are using, it's called Session Lab, and we've got a whole bunch of facilitation templates that we would make available to you to help you along when you need to facilitate specific events or specific meetings or specific sessions, because facilitation is one of the core competencies of not only a Scrum Master, but also an Agile coach. Whether you are a Scrum Master, or whether you are a developer, people from the developers to facilitate events or sessions, and of course product owners and anybody else. The opportunity for you to present your case studies for feedback. So you might be having a particular situation happen in your company, and you are assisting a team, and you've got a case study that you want to share, and you want to get feedback. Perhaps you need some help from how you're approaching things. So if you can present the case study, and it doesn't have to be a big academic document. We're really talking about, it's a case study. Just give us the background, give us the backstory, and what is it that you are wanting feedback on. And then the feedback is not going to come from us at agile42 only. It's going to come from the people in the community, because we want to leverage the wisdom of all the awesome human beings that we have been very privileged to be able to have in this community of ours. And then, of course, something which is very close to my heart, which is assistance in preparing for conference talks. A lot of people want to know how to submit an abstract or submit a proposal for a conference, and then, of course, to help craft that talk. And we have got quite a lot of experience with regards to that. So we want to help grow and bring or make rich the Agile community by bringing new people, by helping new voices be heard and be expressed. So that is what we are planning for the premium community, and that would be €23 a month. If you want your organization to pay, for example, you just contact our office and we can organize an invoice for your company. So let us know what you need. So that is really what we have got planned for the two communities. And having said that, we want to hear from you, right? We don't want to just say, okay, this is it. This is what you're getting. And then, of course, we may not be getting it right. It may not be what it is that you actually want. So what I'm going to ask now, let's hear from you. What do you want in a community? And I'm going to ask Sophia to launch a poll. And it's a multiple choice poll. So just make as many selections as you can and let us know, what is it that you want in a community? Sophia, if you can launch the poll, that would be great. There you go. So 1 minute, let us know, what is it that you want to see in a community? And if you click other, just type in the chat, what is it that you want?
I can hear the harida in your background. I had to mute mine now because they were also sitting here.
Yeah, they come at this time of the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's not too disruptive.
Oh, it's I think a trait for South Africa, right? Any South African will
very much
recognize that sound.
Very much so. Okay, so we've got e-learning courses is what people want the most so far. Mentorship. Okay, great. Okay. And this is great because we've obviously made certain assumptions about what is it that people want. And I thought help with conference submissions, but that's actually not something that I'm going to take a photo quickly, just give me a second. It's not actually something that you're interested in. And if that's the case, then, we would rather replace it with something that you are actually interested in. So just sharing e-learning courses, 70% want to see e-learning courses, 70% some mentorship, and then followed closely by how-to articles. And those were, I can totally resonate with that. Those are quite important for me when I was really starting off. Oh, yes. And then facilitation templates and link coffees as well. So I just want to do that.
I'll take a screenshot.
Oh, thank you so much, Rochelle. I appreciate it. But maybe I can share the results. If I click on share results.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I can just share the results. Okay. So now you're seeing the results as one-on-one coaching, 20%. Mentorship was more important. Perhaps some coaching dojos. Okay. Great. Thank you very much thanks for playing along. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome to see. And we'll constantly do this as well throughout the journey because this community is for you guys, right? So we want to see how the need also changes and how we can grow together. So this is really awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. We want to hear from you. What is that you want? Okay, so let me just go here. Right. Oops. So right, so now I'm just going to hand it over to Rochelle, who's going to show you our space and how to actually get into our space.
Yes.
I'm going to stop sharing, right?
Okay, great. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and share my screen. We did a test run just before you guys joined, and it worked for like 5 seconds, and then it didn't work, and then magically it worked again. So the demo gods obviously has it in for me, but fingers crossed everything will be fine. So I'm sharing my screen here. So basically, can everyone see? It's not a black screen like it was. Okay, wonderful. So we'll share the links for you guys. This will obviously, all the information that we've talked about today will also be available. But the community, or how you can also navigate to the community pages, I just want to show you guys a little bit how that works from our website as well. So here you'll find the agile42 website. And one of the ways to navigate to the community spaces, if you click on the drop down for news and references, on the top left corner, there's the Agile42 community. If you click on that, it will take you through to our community page, and there you'll actually find the Agile42 membership, which we've been kind of talking about today, as well as the Organic Agility membership on the right-hand side, which all is in one space, one channel, which is the Mighty Network, which I'll show you guys now. But I want to show you how it works with the Agile42 membership. So if you click on this, it will take you to the two offerings, or the two types of memberships that we've spoken about today. We've got the free one, the free community, and then we've got the premium one, which is going to launch on the 1st of May. Which is soon. If you click on the, and I'm just going to take you guys through to the, or I'll show you how this free community looks like. If you click on join the community here, it will take you to a page where it asks you to read through the code of conduct. And basically why we want to, why this is here is because this is also a moderated community, right? So we want to make sure and ensure that this is a safe environment, and that, you know, it's governed in, at least with some principles or policies here. If you've read through that and you've clicked, I've read through the code of conduct and agreed to the terms and conditions, it will immediately take you through to something that I mentioned previously, the Mighty Network. So Mighty Network is much like any other social community, where you can post and you can add articles, you can have a few chats open, you can there's really, it's like kind of one-stop shop for everything. And this is really the hub of how we're going to communicate and how we're going to share going forward. So you'll land on a page where you'll be able to see your personal feeds and last activities. You'll have things like what Jeff has added here, our bigger picture, code of conduct, welcome, start here. And then on the left-hand side, you have a bar where and where it says channels. I'm not going to click there now. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to ask Regina to click there. But basically, if you click on your channels, all channels that you've been invited to, which would be either the premium or the free community, or maybe others out there as well. Like, for instance, I have some client work that or client channels that are here as well, will be visible for you. So I'm going to stop sharing just so that, and then I'm going to ask Regina to quickly share. Cool, thanks.
Oh, I'm on mute. I was on mute. Okay, so let me find this. You know, when there are too many windows open and too many tabs open, this is what happens. A bit of a delay in sharing something. Oops, hang on a second. Right. Okay, sharing now.
Well, thanks, Regina.
Okay. Okay. You should see it now. Are you seeing Agile42 community? Okay.
Yes. So clicking on the channels, like I mentioned previously, you will see all the channels that you've either subscribed for or that's you're part of, right? So if you click on the Agile42, let's use the premium one as an example. If you click on this, which is secret right now, but we'll open it up once we've launched it on the 1st of May. Here, this is where we're going to, where you'll get all the benefits that we've mentioned previously. This is really where the space is where we'll add the learning modules. This is where we'll be able to communicate with one another. This is where we'll create essentially that safe space in order to connect and grow not just yourself, but others around you as well, and really create that opportunity, that learning and development opportunities with one another. So this is the example of the premium channel. Then if and the same would work for the free community as well. If you click on the channel itself and you navigate to the one that you want to be part of or to view, it will take you through to that immediately, and all informations will be stored there. You can also pin nice article, blog post, all of that will be available for you to use. So yeah, that's in a nutshell. And I mean, we're going to grow this together, right? So we're hoping to learn a lot, and we're hoping to hopefully learn with you guys. So if there isn't anything else from Regina, I feel we can maybe take some questions if there.
Yeah. Before that, I just wanted to just make sure, just let you know that you'll get we'll send you an email with a recording of this webinar, plus all the links that we've shown you today. So if you hang 10, we'll send you everything as well. And Fia has also put things on the chat. Okay, cool.
There has not been any questions so far, but now is a very good time to ask Rochelle and Regina anything that comes to mind when it has to do with the community. So
yeah, I see that. Let's just have a look.
2 people have just joined as well.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to address, so Ryan Kavazi said, can you join the Slack group? I mean, you can join the Slack group currently. We are going to be migrating everybody from Slack. Well, we've got a whole plan to migrate everybody from Slack to our community. Essentially, the community is going to start replacing the Slack group because Slack is very two-dimensional, it's very static. And Mighty Networks is more of vibey, engaging communities. So yeah, you can join that. What I would suggest is if you're going to join the Slack group, then also join the alumni community, the free community as well, because we'll be posting more on that one and less on Slack over time. So that's just a suggestion. And if you do want to do that, send us your email address, and we'll do the necessary.
Yes, or I mean, you can on our website, the free alumni community is open already. So if you just accept the code of conduct, it will take you through to where you can sign up with Mighty Network in order to join that and already get that source of information that's already there. And like Regina mentioned, it's a lot more collaborative, and we want to break those barriers, right? We might be virtual, but we want to be able to still connect and collaborate together. And yeah,
cool.
I did share the link to the website that Regina and Rochelle were on from agile42 in the chat already. So if you follow that link, you can just join the communities from there.
Okay.
Yes, great.
So there's a question. Sefisile says, as I start my journey to Agile from a traditional aspect, I'm transitioning to product owner, and the community is something I would love. My question is, would there be focus for beginning product owners? Yes, it is. So the focus is for, it will be for beginning product owners, definitely. So even though our theme for May was retrospectives, you know, if it doesn't mean that we wouldn't have the product owner theme for the following month. But having said that, you can start engaging with us already on product ownership, because there's a lot of things we can already start sharing with regards to that. So, and I just want to say something about product owners. I mean, yes, we see a lot of people who are Scrum Masters, maybe ex-project managers, and normally they transition to Scrum Masters, and we need to grow the voice of product owners, especially in South Africa. That's pretty important. So the focus will be on that as well. So we're not limiting it to Agile coaches or Scrum Masters. We want to grow the whole community, wherever and whoever you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the more diverse it can also be, the better, right, for each
Exactly.
person. And no matter being a newbie or having some experiences, right, and that you probably can add even more value into this community, because then you can help grow others as well. But it's kind of a bit of both, or a bit of everything is needed for us to connect and for us to actually make this an amazing community.
And it's quite interesting that you also say that, Sevihle. It's our theme. We've got monthly themes. So this is as agile42 as a whole. So we've got the community themes, of course, but our agile42 theme for the month of May is product ownership. So if you're on this webinar, it's because you're receiving our newsletters, and you'll be receiving a newsletter quite soon introducing the theme for May, which is product ownership. It's going to start off with some videos by our coaches, blog posts, and it's going to culminate the 4th week of May in a webinar about product ownership. So I think you actually asked that question at the right time, because our theme for May is product ownership. And I'm talking about encompassing all our communities. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I think that's it. No other questions?
Yeah, also in the chat, I reshared the link. And as also Regina mentioned, this recording will also be shared with you guys. So if somebody missed us live now, then you can also share this in your networks, in your, I don't know if you have Slack groups also at work or social media or wherever you like to share it. It's going to be shareable probably next week. And the email with the recording will come to you as soon as we have it. So that's also very welcome to share around with people that you also might think could benefit from the communities with us.
Okay.
Yeah, hoping to see you guys and chat to you guys a little bit more.
Great. So yeah, Fia, over to you.
Yeah, I think if there are no more questions from the audience as well, I think we can just cut the webinar short. It was very nice to have all of you guys here, and thanks Rochelle and Regina also for sharing and opening up the communities to our network. We hope to see you all there, start good conversations, support you guys as much as we can with the topics and questions you have, and also grow you on your paths. So that's what we are looking forward to. If you have any questions at all regarding the communities or something else that we could help you with at Agile42, you can always just reach out to us, to the offices or to Regina and Rochelle as well, and we will take care of answering you as soon as we can. Yeah, but otherwise, just thank you. And thanks also Regina and Rochelle for your time. Pleasure. And see you next time in the next webinar.
Yes. See you everybody. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.